Hello, welcome and thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about JAMB Direct Entry registration, which we also call JAMB DE form or JAMB DE registration. So if you are planning to apply for admission through Direct Entry this year, which is at 2026, this video is for you. And if you're also watching this video in any other year, or you are planning to apply for admission through Direct Entry in any year you are watching this video, these are the usual registration steps, requirements, documents, and everything you have to know about JAMB Direct Entry registration. Don't forget that this Direct Entry registration is for those who have qualifications above O level, and the qualifications above O level are called A level qualifications, and these are OND, which we also call ordinary national diploma, HND, NCE, IJMB, JUPEB, Cambridge, or first degree, as the case may be. So one important thing you have to know about this set of people is that as they are planning to apply for admission, they are not going to be writing the UTME. That means they are not going to be sitting for another exam by JAMB. All they have to do is to do the registration, perfect the registration, and also obtain direct entry registration of the institution they want to apply for. So let's go ahead. This is 2026, and the date for direct entry registration and E-PIN purchase for this year is going to be between 2nd of March 2026 to Saturday 25th of April 2026. So if you are watching this video in any other year, you can ask for the date of direct entry registration if it has been announced yet, and if it has not been announced yet, then you wait for the announcement, or you know whether it has closed for the year or not. But the usual timeline for the registration is usually this period after UTME registration has closed. So another thing you have to know about direct entry registration is that it can only be done at JAMB state and zonal offices. You cannot do JAMB direct registration at any CBT center, unlike UTME. So this is the introductory part, and this video I'm going to be explaining the documents you must have, the correct registration process, requirements you must have, and also some important rules you should not ignore. So let's go to the next section, which talks about the documents you must have ready if you want to do direct entry registration. Let's clarify it: JAMB Direct Entry registration, which you can also call JAMB DE form. So before you can start direct entry registration, you must note that you have to purchase JAMB Direct Entry E-PIN, and before you even do that, you must also make sure that you have the following documents readily available. Number one is your A-level qualification certificate. You must be ready, and this might be your OND, HND, NCE, IJMB, JUPEB, Cambridge, or your first degree, or any other qualification that is approved, but not only O-level. So that's number one. You have your certificate ready. I'm going to be talking about either certificate or statement of results is required in the next part of the video, so please stay tuned. So that's number one document you must have. Number two is your original level result. It must be available, and you must have at least 5 credit passes in no more than 2 sittings, depending on the course you want to apply for. So it is very important that you know the O-level requirement for the course you want to apply for. Apart from possessing the A-level certificate or the A-level results, you have to know the credit requirement of the program you want to apply for. But normally, if you possess since you possess the O-level results to gain admission or to have your O-level qualification, the same O-level should be qualified for the next program you want to apply for. It's just an inference. So, but it's very important that you check and make sure that you are qualified for the course you want to apply for in your O-level result. So that's about that. Number 3 is the evidence of admission into your A-level program. So if you have gone to a particular institution before now where you obtain your A-level qualification, you need to present the evidence of admission into that institution. And the evidence of admission includes your JAMB admission letter for that institution, if that institution require that you take JAMB before you enroll for that into that institution, or you did regularization. And if your A-level was not from a particular institution like polytechnics, college of education, or universities, if your A-level qualification is IJMB, JUPEB, or Cambridge, then you will need your IJMB, JUPEB, or Cambridge admission letter. We're still going to be talking about some other requirements regarding previous admission in the next part of the video. So after that, if your A-level admission is not regularized by JAMB, that is, if your institution was not recognized by JAMB when you gain admission, or you did not take JAMB during that time, and so on and so forth, but you gain admission, or the school gave you admission but JAMB did not give you admission, then you have to go back to that institution to do JAMB regularization before you can proceed to do a new direct entry registration through JAMB. You cannot complete your registration without presenting evidence of JAMB registration in your previous admission or your previous institution, or evidence of regularization of admission, and so on and so forth. So JAMB must ensure that you gain admission proper in your previous institution before they can allow you to register for another admission. So that's it about that. And also you have to note a new policy from JAMB that you cannot currently enroll in an institution and still processing a new admission. So that's that, by the way. So if you are still ongoing a program through in a particular institution and the admission went through JAMB, they will know that you are still currently enrolled, and they will not allow you to gain admission the second time without completing the program in the previous institution. That means you cannot register for JAMB Direct Entry, this JAMB Direct Entry, without completing first program. So you must show them the evidence of completion or evidence of withdrawal from a previous institution before you can proceed. I think that should explain it. And some people will be asking that their result is not ready from their previous institution and so on and so forth. Take note that you cannot go ahead to register without presenting your statement of results. In some cases, they may allow you to use awaiting result or something like that, but now they no longer allow it because of people that are doing fraud with it. So I hope the explanation about this section 2 is good like that. So section 3, we'll be talking about requirements now. So to qualify for that entry, you must have a minimum of 5 or 6 O-level credits in your O-level results. So if it is 5 credits, you should be in 1 sitting, and 6 credits in 2 sittings. It's very important that you check the O-level requirement for the course you are applying for in the prospective institution before you apply. Some courses do not accept 2 sittings. It's very important you check. So these are the qualifications, or let's say these are the A-level qualifications accepted. It may be from Nigeria or from foreign universities. So university diplomas, higher national diplomas, NCE, IJMB A-level, JUPEB A-level, NAPTEB A-level, Cambridge A-level, international baccalaureate, foreign GCA level, transnational foundational certificates, national French language diploma, national Arabic language diploma, and all that. So it's very important that your institution is recognized so that they can forward verification before your registration can be completed. We have what we call NIPED on JAMB DE portal now. So your previous institution will have to confirm that your result is valid and that you actually studied from them and obtain your result from them before JAMB can process your admission. So it is very important that you verify your qualification before you start your registration. So that's that under this section 3. Section 4 now is the purchase of direct entry E-PIN. Just like UTME as well, direct entry candidates, you have to purchase JAMB DE E-PIN. So once JAMB announced that E-PIN sales has commenced, let's say this 2026 is going to start on March 2nd and end April 25th. So in any year you are also watching the video, you can ask the timeline for registration, whether it has closed or still open or still yet to open. But take note of the period or the month you are asking the question to know whether it is on or not. Like, you cannot be asking that if JAMB DE registration is on around August, September, October, or something like that. You must know that it's usually between January, February, March, and April. So that's it. So you have to purchase JAMB DE E-PIN, and the purchase of E-PIN requires a JAMB profile code. So you have to generate your JAMB profile code using your NIN by sending the correct SMS command, just like UTME candidates. If you want to do that, you have to send this command. You type NIN in capital letter, you leave a space, then you input your actual NIN, which is 11 digits, and you send it to 55019 or 66019 through your JAMB linked phone number. Now, what you have to note about this is that it is expected that you already have a profile code, since you might have taken JAMB before, or you might have done JAMB regularization and all that. So there must be a phone number that is already linked to your JAMB profile, or that you have already used to generate your profile code. So if you try to generate your profile code again using a phone number that is not linked with your JAMB profile code, it might direct you back to the phone number you have previously used and all that. So you must take note of this important information. If you already generated a profile code maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, you have to look for the phone number you used to generate that profile code to retrieve that profile code again. And you are not only retrieving it, you are refreshing your JAMB profile so that it will reflect that you want to start registration this year. If you are using your profile code that you have generated for 5 years, 2 years, 3 years ago, and you want to use it to purchase E-PIN, it will be showing that the profile code is not valid. It's not as if the profile code is not valid actually, but it needs to be refreshed. So as long as you, or let's say as soon as you refresh the profile code by sending this format, resend to 5019 or 6019 through your JAMB link provider, JAMB link phone number, it will refresh your profile and they will resend the profile code to you. So if you have any issues with your profile code, you have lost it, you have lost the phone number and all that is another issue on its own. So it requires that you consult so that we can solve the problem, or we look for a solution to it. So after you have retrieved your profile code or you generate it, you use the profile code to purchase your DE E-PIN. So that's it about that. And after you have purchased your E-PIN, You have to keep the e-PIN safely because you will need it during your registration at JAMB office or zonal office, and you must register for JAMB DE before you can obtain direct entry registration or direct entry form of the institution you are applying to. So it's very important. Some people will be making mistake, and the only question they'll be asking is that a JAMB DE form of a particular institution is it out, JAMB DE registration of a particular institution is it out, and so on and so forth. But they will forget, or they will ignore the first fundamental step, which is to register for JAMB Direct Entry. So that's about this section 4. And section 5, registration process at JAMB office or zonal offices. After you have purchased your e-PIN and you confirm that all your documents are complete, you proceed to the JAMB state office or zonal office, and you go with your A-level qualification documents, your A-level certificate, your admission letter or regularization proof, and your e-PIN payment. And also during the registration, you provide your matriculation or JAMB registration number of your previous institution and the subject combination you studied in that institution, the name of the awarding institution if it's an affiliated institution, and so on and so forth, and your year of graduation. They will ask all those details. And the registration will only be completed after the verification from your awarding institution. So your awarding institution must verify that you actually studied at that institution through NIPED. So NIPED is another thing on its own that it may need a separate explanation. So this is section 5, and this is the registration process, and this is section 6. So these are the rules for registration. Direct entry registration cannot be done without your O-level results, and in this case they will require that you present your O-level original certificate, either NECO or WAEC. So it is very important because your O-level must be uploaded before admission can be processed. That's one. And because they knew that you must have used your O-level to obtain your A-level result, and so it must have been 2, 3, 4 years ago you obtained the O-level result, and the certificate must have been ready, so you need to present it. So candidates that are using IJMB, JUPEB, NATEB, and NATEB results must also upload their admission letter and registration template and all that. They take note that admission will not be processed until your A-level and O-level results are uploaded and verified. So now this part is very important. Statement of results is accepted within 3 years of award. So if you are using statement of results from Polytechnic University, you can use your statement of results if it is within 3 years. That is, it must not have been gotten more than 3 years ago. For NCE, only 1 year is allowed. So if your NCE statement of results has passed 1 year, they will not allow you to register. You must present NCE certificate if you have gotten the NCE certificate more than a year ago. So that's about that. So some people that have Cambridge certificate before 2020, they will need direct verification from Cambridge, and it may take up to 28 days. And also some people may want to upgrade their UTME to direct entry. It is allowed for some candidates who indicated that they have an awaiting A-level results during their UTME registration. So you can upgrade your UTME. If you are registered for UTME, you can upgrade it to DE whenever they announce that UTME to DE upgrade is out. And that means you indicated that you have an A-level result that is awaiting during your UTME registration, and now the A-level result is ready and you want to upgrade it. And upgrading is within limited time. So if you are lucky to fall within that time, you can proceed. So you have to also know that multiple registration are strictly prohibited. So if you have purchased UTME e-PIN before, you cannot purchase direct entry e-PIN the same year. And if you are caught with double registration or multiple registration, I think is a punishable offense, and they will also cancel all your registrations. So you have to take note of this important information. Direct entry candidate do not write UTME, that is, they don't take any exam. Your registration is strictly at JAMB office or state state or zonal offices, not at CBT centers. Your awarding institution must verify your results, and JAMB does not extend registration deadlines. So if you do not comply with all this, it may result in cancellation or denial of admission. So these are the final advisory and consultation. Direct entry registration, in my own opinion, is not something that you may handle casually. Errors in your qualification details, failure to regularize admission, incorrect documentation, incomplete verification that can delay or completely deny you of admission. So before you proceed with registration, make sure you have your documents ready and verified, your qualification is eligible, and your admission pathways is properly structured. That is, you have checked the requirement for the course you want to study in the prospective institution. You have verified that you have the qualification, all your documents are complete and all that before you start the registration. Some people may be unsure about the eligibility, regularization status, the required documents, the institution they want to go, whether they possess the requirements or not. So it's strongly advisable that you seek professional guidance before you start registration or before you visit JAMB office. So if you need clarifications, you need mentorship, you need to you need us to answer some questions regarding your registrations, you will find our contact in the video description on this YouTube channel, and you can speak to us before you register to avoid costly mistakes and protect your admission chances. Depending on the institution you want to go, we provide you with admission mentorship, guidance, and clarifications, and so that you can gain admission easily. So if you have gained something from this video, you can subscribe, share the video, like the video, and stay tuned for updates. So this video is being recorded on the 28th of February 2026. Okay, I'm going to do a quick recap of some things we have talked about earlier on. We talked about that this video is being recorded specifically for 2026 candidates, and we mentioned that direct entry is for candidates who possess A-level qualifications, that is, qualifications beyond O-level results. And also we told you that this category of people are not going to be taking UTME, and registration can only be done as JAMB state and zone offices. So we talked about the documents you need to have, which includes your OND, HNDNC, IJMB, JUPEB, Cambridge, and first degrees. You must have your O-level result available and must be O-level certificate, not statement of result. So we also talked about that you need evidence of admission from a previous institution and all that. You may do regularization if your institution was not recognized, and we showed you accepted qualifications. And also we talked about the verification from your previous institution. We talked about E-PIN sales, profile code generation, profile code retrieve, and also E-PIN purchase. If you want to purchase E-PIN, you can send us a message to purchase E-PIN if it is within the period of time that E-PIN sale is on. And also, registration process at JAMB office includes your E-PIN and all your documents that you have mentioned above. And also, important registration rules include that O-level results awaiting is not accepted, and also both A-level and O-level results must be uploaded and verified. We also talked about the timeline for statement of results, that is, must be within 3 years if obtained from polytechnics and universities, and for NC only 1 year is allowed. Okay, those who have Cambridge certificates before 2020 will require direct verification from Cambridge. And also we talked about that UTME to direct entry upgrade is allowed for candidates who indicated awaiting results and all that. We also talked about that multiple registrations are not allowed, and it is a punishable offense. You cannot obtain UTME and direct entry at the same time. You can only upgrade from UTME to direct entry. So direct entry candidate not write UTME. Registration can only be done as JAMB state and zonal offices. Your previous institution must verify your results. JAMB does not extend registration deadlines, and also you can send us a message for consultation, admission mentorship, and clarifications. Our contacts will be in the video description, and maybe we can share a group link, JAMB update group link to you, so that you can join and have access to information. I will see you in my next video. My name is Elijah Deremi. Thank you for watching the video. Bye.